Welcome back. Some interesting and exciting news. A game I've been waiting for a very long time. Mothman 66 has finally released. So, this game is a chapter-based game. You end up playing as one of the four characters across the different chapters, and it's of the old school, like Commodore 64, choose your own adventure style. So, there is permadeath. And yes, good morning, Bumblebee. I am 5 minutes early. I'm kind of doing a little intro before I get everything into it, and got my coffee. So I got my Kirito and Asuna Sword Art Online cup today. So I'm just being a little nerding out, a little bit extra. But this game just dropped, and we are going to play it today instead of Phasmophobia. So surprise, surprise. But yeah, so hopefully we'll be one of the first people to get some people interested in some old games. And in honor of that, I am wearing my fantastic Cassandra Peterson Elvira Mistress of the Dark shirt. I love my wife very much. I love my wife. I will always love my wife. But Elvira was always my first crush. I even have a picture. Let's see if you guys can see it. She's right there. See? My wonderful picture. Not you. You get out of the way. Hopefully there's not a whole lot of glare, but that's her. Cassandra Peterson, Elvira. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be playing today. So hopefully everybody enjoys it. I don't know what... All right, Boris, yeah, you and Happy have a good time. I'm going to be streaming Mothman 1966, so you guys come on by whenever you want to, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. But for those of you who don't know what the Mothman is, it's a West Virginia folklore. Mothman, I'm going to read it off of Wikipedia because I don't want to misquote, and have like the entire area of West Virginia country roads coming down on me. So, Mothman is a humanoid creature reportedly seen in the Point Pleasant area from November 15th, 1966 to December 15th, 1967. So, little urban legend. If you guys want to check it out, head over to Wikipedia, look at it, check out all the creepypasta stuff online. But we're going to give it a couple of minutes, get everybody in here. If people don't want to wait, you can fast forward to the little 5-minute mark in the video, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Appreciate it, Boris. You guys too. Happy hunting. Oh. Hope everybody's doing okay today. Hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day today. I will be sleeping. Not sure how long this game's going to be, so if it gets to the hour and a half, 2 hour point, we'll probably pause it and then we'll play the rest of it later on. So, but good thing you can play with a controller. Aha, controller compatible. Hope you guys are enjoying the little 8-bit music that's going on. We'll get started here shortly. After we get done, head on over to Twitter. Let me know how you like the game. Let me know how you like the video. Let me know if you want to see some older school games like this being played. Older school style. This is an old game. Just dropped today. But I'll be throwing this up on YouTube. You guys can go back and watch the replay of that if you want to, or show your friends. Share it with your friends. Hit the notification bell. Like, share, subscribe. Follow me here if you like what you see. Again, share me with your friends. I like the group thing. So, but yeah, pretty much it. What's today? Sunday? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. So when I see you guys again, it'll be Monday morning, and I will be off Monday night. Tuesday, I might be on a little bit later because I have combatives training that I have to do. So after that, I will definitely be on around 10 o'clock at night. So 6:30, let's go ahead and get into this. Who do we want to play? Oh, I guess we're playing as Holt. Okay. Press enter to continue. Well, where's the enter button? 3 red and 5 black in the discard pile. Of the 6 cards face up on the counter, 2 are red and 4 are black. So 5 red in all and 9 black. You have no more moves. So you have to bet now. Should we bet black or red? We'll go red. With so many black cards drawn, it feels natural to choose red. Numbers should be on your side. Even though you've already chosen, you decide to stay away from the counter. You can't bear losing again. Think of your grandma, Elsie, trying to win at solitaire for over 60 years. You take a deep breath and keep sweeping. Elsie's been paralyzed from the waist down since she was 21. Your mom was only 2 months old. Oh. The winter Elsie taught you to play solitaire, your parents and sister had been dead for almost a year, and you'd already begun to forget their faces. Although you cook for her, do her laundry, bathe and even dress her, it still feels like she's the one taking care of you. Close your eyes and almost feel Elsie stroking your hair. You're 11 years old again, kneeling next to her bed, crying your heart out. Suddenly, the bell rings and you feel an invisible force trying to drag you into the present. Look through the window or keep your eyes closed. Well, we're just trying to see what's going on. We're going to look through the window. Those fucking kids. Those goddamn kids. These fucking kids and all their fucking bullshit, and they're just coming through the store and they're speeding through on their fucking bikes with their stupid little cards stuck in the spokes making the noise. Fuck these kids. First brat is followed by 2 more. You step on the hose and activate the bell for a second and a third time. See? Fucking kids and their goddamn shenanigans. Those hoses are designed to count how many cars come through. Car counter. You don't know what comes over you, but you yell some things at them that you're too ashamed to remember. You justify yourself, thinking that they might be the ones who got into your garage that night. Fucking kids. And stole some parts off the replica machine gun you're building. Oh. Probably a good idea they took my pieces. You won't let anyone mess with your project. The Winans steam machine gun is the jewel of your collection. Kids yell at you, old freak, and laugh, sheltered by the distance. Deep down, you know that it can't be them. How would they know which parts of the machine gun were worth stealing? Anyway, that guard dog's being brought over in a few days, then you'll be able to stop worrying. Go back in or check the hose. In case we need to be notified of any creepy stuff later on, we need to check the hose. You think about what someone told you at the bar, about replacing the hose with a thicker one so that it could only be activated by the weight of a car. And what happens if the kids jump with their bikes and land on top of the hose with one of their wheels, you asked. Kids are always going to find some way to bust your balls, they replied. Alright, I guess we'll go back in. You try to calm down. You look at the shelves and think of the solitaire your grandma taught you. Your grandma always said that everyone has their place in the world, and that people keep dancing around it without ever reaching it. To win this solitaire, you have to stop dancing. You know that the chances of winning are incredibly low. Almost zero. You can't bring yourself to turn over the next card, and decide to start sorting the shelves instead. Doing simple jobs builds up your self-confidence, and provides you some illusion of control. Alright, upper shelf, middle shelf, lower shelf. Well, he's older, But maybe not the lower shelf. You don't want to stretch too far. Let's go with the middle shelf. And we'll take a bottle. Replace something from the upper shelf. Oh, okay. We gotta go with can. We're gonna grab something from the upper shelf. We're gonna grab the bottle. Replace something from the lower shelf. See, it was a puzzle. Upper shelf. Empty. Check shelf. Good. Huh, the Illusion of Control achievement just popped up. One type of product on each shelf. Neat and orderly, just like the way the government wants it. Uh-oh. The Men in Black. Will Smith's about to walk in. We're gonna get punched in the face. Scratch your head. This time, sorting the shelves doesn't help. You feel the same urgency as before, and you can't think of anything else. He's about to see his noisy cricket get wicked on you. Is the card going to be ready? Or going to be read? You need it to be read. Suddenly, the air seems heavy, and you find it a bit difficult to breathe. 3 men in black are staring at you. I told you it was the Men in Black! Through the window, you see a black Cadillac by the pump. Us? You wish you'd asked them how they got into the station without you hearing the door open. Or how they left the car there without the bell ringing. But that trembling yes was the only thing you managed to utter. The moose. Moose? A moose once bit my sister. After a few seconds of not receiving any response, you decide to break the silence. I'm just going to give him directions. Continue straight until the first crossroads and turn right. After a while, you'll see the bar past the barn with the painted cross. You can't miss it. None of the Men in Black open their mouths. Every second that passes, the smile on your face feels more and more ridiculous. The moose. You bought a woman a whiskey. You don't know if it's the right move, but you try to relax and be more friendly. Do you know of a more effective way to socialize? You told her the dream about your grandma. A chill runs through your body. It's been a few weeks since that night. Even though you had a good time with Martha and have no regrets, something about the way these Men in Black ask their questions makes you uneasy. What do you want to know? Granny in the forest. One of the men farther back lets out a cracking noise. You look at him, believing he's laughing, but the Man in Black's expression doesn't change. No one answers. It's like they're waiting for another response. I don't know, tell them about my dream. I just figured I'd ask, fuckers. My grandma has been bedridden for over 60 years, but in the dream, I saw her running through the woods. Start from the beginning. And don't omit any details. You don't know if it's the way they look at you, or because of a certain authority in their voice, but you tell them everything about the dream. 5 or 6 weeks ago, you woke up in the middle of the night, certain that something had happened to your grandma. You ran up to her room, and Elsie was in bed. The window was wide open. You ran to it and saw someone walking through the trees. It was her. She was holding a rifle of the kind your ancestors would have carried in the Civil War. You tried to call out to her. Your grandma started running and shot 2 or 3 times into the blackness of the forest. You were about to go down to find her when a winged figure with glowing red eyes appeared in front of the window and screamed. You stumbled backwards, and after hitting your head on the bedpost, you lost consciousness. woke up in your bed and remember the dream almost instantly. You went up the stairs 2 at a time and opened the door to her room. Your grandmother slept peacefully. On the bedside table was the glass of milk you bring her every night and the deck of cards she used to play solitaire. During the days that followed, you tried to convince yourself that it had all been a dream. Even though you couldn't explain where the little stitches at the base of your skull had come from. Oh, okay. After a few seconds, one of the men in black speaks again. The spots on her legs predate her birth, Holt. What is he talking about? Is he referring to the dozens of moles on your grandma's legs? And what do they mean by saying those spots predate her birth? Elsie always makes the same joke when you sponge her calves. Be thankful that you have to clean my legs and not my grandfather's. According to what she told you, her granddad had been shot dead by an experimental weapon early in the Civil War, when his legs were ripped to shreds. The Winans steam gun, son. A machine gun that doesn't appear in any book. You think about the replica you are putting together in the workshop, and you wonder if it was the men in black who had stolen those pieces. You're not telling anyone else about this visit, Holt. You start to complain when one of the men in black picks up a card from the counter. The top card of the deck. The crunch horrifies you. Why would he put that in his mouth? The teeth of the man in black seem to tear more than simply paper. Desperate, throw yourself under the counter and look for the card. Your heart is pounding. You look out the window and you don't see the Cadillac. You walk to where the car was parked a few moments ago. You step on the hose, and the bell rings. What the fuck? Jack of Diamonds. Red, I knew it! You think about the edge one of the men in black tore off. And you remember the noise he made when he chewed it. Was it a threat? A warning? Wonder if you should tell your grandma everything that happened, or just keep your mouth shut. Keep playing solitaire with a marked card. Chapter 1. Now we get to play as Lee. However, I'm going to go to settings and hopefully. What's wrong? I told you, it's nothing. Whenever she says it's nothing, there's always something wrong. You fucked up. Just figure out what you said in like the past 10 minutes. Think about what you did 6 months ago. Think about what you did a year and a half ago. It's something in that time frame. That damn pause again. There's something she's not saying. The Mustang purrs. You shake your head, feeling sad inside. The sound of an engine hides no secrets. Lee, you're right. You bite your lip and sigh. Why is everything so damn hard? That's what she said. Victoria settles into her seat. Let's start over, okay? Where are we going? Shit, answer the fucking question. It's a surprise. Please. No, Vic. Have some patience. You'll never forget this night. Victoria giggles, and you think this is the best gift in the world. For a moment, you forget all the previous discussions, your obsessions. A giggle, friendly gesture, Making someone feel good ain't rocket science. You look at the clock and can't believe your eyes. You left your house on time, but you're pretty late. How could... You step on the gas. Lee? Lee! You scratch the side of your head. Wow, you really hate being told how to drive. Lee? Why doesn't she just tell you to slow down? Take your foot off the gas. Thanks. You're trying your best. You really think Victoria could be the one. The one. Your dad once said the perfect woman doesn't exist. Couples form when people get tired of looking and just give up. You remember your mother's rants. All those women's names she rattled off as if they were part of an endless grocery list. You won't end up like him. Anything but that. You try to smile and force yourself to be more cheerful. You want a clue? Yes! Victoria looks into your eyes, and you feel a warmth on your face that takes you by surprise. You felt the same thing the first time you saw her in college. You keep looking at her for a few seconds that seem like forever. What? Do I have a booger? Where? You can't help laughing out loud and have a hard time containing the urge to kiss her. Not while you're driving, dude! Mothman's gonna get you. Alright, do I give her a clue about the origin, the date, or about the myth? Let's try to scare her. One would be a source of superstition, but we're talking thousands. A source of superstition? A black cat? Victoria looks at you expectantly, desperate to be right. Hold. Origin. It comes from far away. Victoria makes a gesture for you to complete the sentence. You just shrug. It comes from far away. Well, it depends on how far away you're standing. You know, sometimes you're up close, and it comes close. Sometimes you're standing far away, and it comes from far. Sometimes it takes practice. I mean, that could be anything. Guess, then. The circus? Freezing cold. Alright. It happened 100 years ago. Victoria answers almost immediately. After all, you're both majoring in history. The end of the Civil War! No, not in 1865. I mean exactly 100 years ago, Vic. Oh, let me think then. Running out of time. There was a cholera outbreak in 1866, right? No. And how twisted do you think I am to set up a date themed around a cholera outbreak from a century ago? You guys are from history. No, guys. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe go see a smallpox blanket museum? Victoria laughs and hits you on the shoulder. You chuckle and act like it hurt. No, Vic, just give me a minute. You won't guess it unless... You reach out to open the glove box, and Victoria grabs your wrist. Better leave it to me. Victoria opens the glove box and examines its contents. A folder, a box, a flashlight. What are you looking for exactly? Tell her to look in the box. Victoria takes out the box and opens it. Let's see what you've been hiding. Think about saying something, but you instantly regret it and keep your mouth shut. Spare change, a lighter, a pack of cigarettes. Nothing to worry about, I reckon. Keep looking, please. Look under the flashlight. A book. 1966 Shelby Mustang. Our handbook? No, not that. What else? Tell her to look at the folder. Victoria opens the folder and examines the documents. Some papers, insurance details. Do you want me to read some of this? You shake your head. Tell her to see if there's something more. Already got everything out. 1 second. There's this, too. Victoria stretches out her hand, and you finally grab the map you wanted. It was folded against the bottom of the glove box. You start talking, and Victoria interrupts you. Hold that thought while I put everything back. Oh, jeez. You put the map on the dashboard while Victoria puts away the folder, the box, the flashlight. Vic, you know I like it and tidy in here. Ha, very funny. Vic flicks through the book she found. Red Badge of Courage? Haven't you read this book 1,000 times already? Red Badge of Courage is really good, and I had to read it in elementary school in 5th grade. If you've never read Red Badge of Courage, fucking read it. You know she's testing you. Vic knows exactly why you carry it everywhere. A novel that portrays the era you're obsessed with like no other. What the hell is this? It's a condom. Suddenly you remember you're using the pencil sketch that Victoria drew of you in one of your classes as a bookmark. A sketch she begged you, with tears in her eyes, to destroy. And you swore you already had. Oh, you done fucked up there, fucking Lee. Vic, I'm sorry. I swear. Watch out! You swerve to avoid a shape in the road. Dun 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 dun. Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries. Victoria looks back. Lee? We almost ran that thing over. Put your hand on Vic's shoulder, trying to reassure her. Victoria points ahead. Just keep your eyes on the road, please. She's doing it again, telling you how to drive. At least this time, she came right out with it, instead of just saying, Lee, disapprovingly. You try to control yourself, but it's hard. It's still hard. This guy took Viagra before they went on their trip. It's been hard for a while. It's not just this last thing, but the buildup of all the small gestures. You take the map and throw it on her lap. Victoria raises her arms in disbelief. The Leonids, Victoria. We're going to have dinner watching the Leonids. The Leonids are a meteor shower. Victoria says nothing. Forgive me for trying to arrange the perfect date. You try to keep silent, but you can't hold it in. A meteor shower. A phenomenon associated with the passage of Temple-Tuttle comet every 33 years. Can't believe I fucked that up. I was majoring in space studies. Victoria keeps staring ahead. In 1866, there was one of the most spectacular meteor showers ever recorded. I saw some lithographs in the library. Victoria doesn't even move. Everyone makes a wish on a shooting star. Imagine how many wishes you can make with thousands of stars shooting through the sky. Victoria settles in her seat. You know what, Lee? Shut up. You've never heard that tone before from her. Just keep quiet until we reach... She pauses as she examines the map you threw on her lap. Holt Station? Feel your heart pounding. Okay, so I did read that. You feel your heart pounding. Your hands are shaking. That's what she wants? For you to keep quiet? For you not to say a goddamn word? Your hands grip the wheel tight. All the preparations you made for tonight. Your friend Freddie had worked out the ideal place to see them in all their splendor, away from the city lights. And when you noticed Holt Station was inside the area, you didn't hesitate. But now, Vic had ruined it. What the fuck? Something hits the Mustang's antenna. It's Batman. The hell is that? Stop, Lee, stop! Don't stop the car. I'm not gonna stop the car. For some reason you don't understand. You speed up. Slow down! Lee, please! Lee! Lee, I'm pregnant! Victoria's words make no sense. Ah! I'm pregnant. Lee, stop the car, she's pregnant. The Mustang hits the edge of the road, flipping the car over spectacularly. Neither of you survive. Ah. Nope. Not gonna retry. Stop the car. At least we don't have to do the entire section over again. That's good. I'm glad they thought of that. Alright, we'll stop the car. Slam on the brakes. Instinctively, you put a hand in front of Victoria to keep her from hitting the windshield. Get out of the car and find a dead bat in front of the headlights. The animal had hit the antenna and somehow got entangled. The Batman. You can't believe it. What are the odds of something like this happening? Don't bats have some advanced echolocation system, like a submarine sonar? What starts as a simple grunt in your throat emerges as a helpless scream. Fuck! This is what I get for trying to do something different. We should have gone to the movies. Lee. Vic's whispering. It doesn't take long to see why. Over there. The coyote is watching you from where the dark of the forest meets the light of the moon. Vic, we got this. Leroy! Not interested in us. Jenkins. You point to the dead bat. They're scavengers. Hear a growl that quickly multiplies. Suddenly, you're surrounded. I've never seen more than one coyote putzing around at the same time. I was in New Mexico for about 4 years, and there's coyotes all over the place, but you never saw them in packs. I always saw one at a time. Oh, hello, welcome back. It's not the first time you face coyotes in the woods, but you aren't taking any chances. When I say run to the car as fast as you can, you try to recall all the advice you've heard for situations like these. Make lots of noise, wave your arms around. One of the coyotes in front of you approaches. Yell and gesture. Because that's what you read, right? Yell at one of the coyotes on this side of the car, yell at one of the coyotes on the other side of the car, or don't yell right now. You pick one. Option 1, 2, or 3. Okay, option 1. Yell at the coyote to your left, yell at the coyote in the center, yell at the coyote to your right, or don't yell right now. Establish dominance. So the one in the center, you want to yell at the one to your right. The coyote closest to you leaps forward with a savage bite. Encouraged by your screams, the rest of the coyotes soon join the feast. Well, she's not pregnant anymore. One of the coyotes in front of you approaches. Run to the car. Now! Oh, the coyotes closest to you leap forward with a savage bite. And they're all encouraged, and they soon join in the feast, and Vic is no longer pregnant. Retry. One of the coyotes in front of you approaches. Yell and gesture. Yell at one of the coyotes on this side of the car. Yell at the coyote to your left. Wait, center. Yell at one of the coyotes on the other side of the car. Yell at the coyote right behind you. Yell and gesture. Yell when the coyote is on the side of the car. Yell at the coyote behind you to your right. The coyotes in front of you approaches. Yell and gesture. Yell at one of the coyotes on this side of the car. Yell at the coyote to your left. There we go. Another coyote advances. You look into its watery, bloodshot eyes. Yell and gesture. Yell at one of the coyotes on this side of the car. Yell at the coyote on your left. Okay. Let's try this again. Alright. Okay. That's your left. Okay. Now you want to yell at the one in the center, right? Yell and gesture on this side of the car. Yell at the one in the center. Okay, he steps back. And now you want to yell and gesture at the one on the left again. Okay. Shit. 3 coyotes advance at once. Yelling or waving your arms around won't be enough this time. Yell and gesture. Bang on the hood. Bang on the hood! Yeah. The trick seems to work and all coyotes back down. No coyote advances this time. Establish dominance. It's your chance to go on the offensive. Run to the car. Now! I don't think Vic is supposed to stay preggin. Oh, jeez. Okay. This side of the car. Left. Center. Okay. I got the one on the left again. Yell and gesture. Yell at the coyote on this side of the car. Yell at the one on your left. Okay, and then you're going to bang on the hood. Okay. Yell back up. Got it. Okay, don't run this time. We're going to throw a stone. You crouch down and find 4 stones. You pick them up. Throw it at one of the coyotes on this side of the car. Throw it at one of the coyotes on the other side of the car, or don't throw a stone. None of them have advanced yet, so don't throw a stone. Every time we run, they fucking get pissy, so throw a stone. Throw it at one of the coyotes on this side of the car. Throw it at the coyote in the center. Okay. Stone flies to the right of the middle coyote, making the one closest to it also retreat. We'll throw a stone. Throw it at the coyotes on this side of the car. Coyote to the right. Coyote retreats into the dark of the forest. Throw a stone. Throw it at one of the coyotes on the other side of the car. Okay, so if you're looking here, there's a coyote behind you, and then behind you to your right. Throw it at that one. One less coyote to worry about. But that was all 4 stones. No, it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the coyote retreats and you feel more and more confident. Run to the car! Now! They feast on your bones and you... Okay. You get in the car, close the doors, and Victoria starts laughing. Although you know the reaction is more adrenaline than anything else, you start laughing too, and then kiss her. You start up the car, and the V8 roars into life. You resume the trip. After a few wordless minutes, you suddenly remember something. Holt, Vic. We're going to Holt's gas station. Victoria starts whistling. The doubts, the fears, everything seems a bit ridiculous now. You think about the plans you made for tonight and smile. You really like to hear her whistle. Oh, hang on. I gotta do something 1 second. I'll do it after this, man. Sorry. Press enter to continue. Victoria. How would I play as her again? Chapter 2. I haven't downloaded... So if anybody wants to know, we actually have a better, new, official, copyrighted logo for our channel. So, yay! You could probably go onto the Discord and save it. I put it on the Discord channel. That way everybody could see it. Unless you just prefer it to be on the Google Drive. Alright. Chapter 2, Victoria. It says press enter. This is the enter key on the controller. Having the original file will help better. Alright. Yay, intermission time! Gotta figure this out. I can't wait? Okay. Well, it's too late now. You said something. The fuck? Excuse me. Oh, okay. I have to go to y'all. Y'all are gonna have to wait. This is important. Where is it? Here's my logo. Maybe not. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. Where's the fucking email that you sent me, you son of a bitch? No, it's not. He is lying. Must be on a different, Where is show original message? Hey, there we go. It's on Google Drive. I just need to save it. Download. Okay, and now I will go to the email that you sent before. And then I'll go here. I will upload. 11 gigabytes, 11 to 15 already, huh? All right. Take this. Go up here. Uploading one item. There you go. Oh, I do have to message you before I go to bed, just so you're tracking. All right. Back to the game. Victoria. Lee turns off the car and looks you in the eye. He smiles. And that smile seriously pisses you off. This fucking bitch, this fucking lady is just like, he's trying to do something nice for her, and she's being a fucking can't understand normal thinking. That's what she's acting like. This fucking bitch. The 60s sucked. Music was good. Smile back. I mean, we go to the moon in 3 years. Tell Lee. Yeah, I'm gonna make you tell him. Before you can open your mouth, Lee taps you on the leg. Wait here, Vic. I swear you won't believe it. You bite your lip and take a deep breath. You see him greet someone. Holt? Lee had written Holt Station on the map he'd thrown on your lap 20 minutes ago. Yeah, before y'all hit fucking Ozzy Osbourne. He'd written it by hand, and it might as well have said Hort Station or Halt Station. Now she's criticizing his fucking handwriting? I don't want to fucking play as this fucking piece of trash. Hell Station. Hey, Happy, thanks for the raid. Lee's handwriting has always been intriguing to you. You remember that time you mentioned it to him, and he responded with a disproportionate anger. Well, you're fucking criticizing everything that he fucking does. An nonsensical rant which involved several philosophers of language. And all because you told him his handwriting was dreadful. But you now know where those reactions come from. Does he drink? Is he a drunk? Does he have anger management problems? Maybe it's you. That night, you two got drunk by the lake. See? Got drunk by the lake. Lee told you that his father would have wanted to be born ugly. Lee told you that his father would have wanted to be born ugly. After the initial surprise, you couldn't stifle a belly laugh, and Lee looked down. For a few minutes, he didn't want to tell you anything else. You finally convinced him to continue. I'm going to continue drinking my coffee, because this fucking lady's irritating the shit out of me. I always got what I wanted just by smiling. Ugly people have to develop other muscles. Oh. Bimbo. Unfortunately, those other muscles are the ones that last. Alright, Happy, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you later. I'll definitely be on tomorrow. We'll be playing some Phas tomorrow. This just came out today, so I had to play it. You couldn't believe those words had come out of the mouth of a flesh-and-blood human being. Maybe some poorly written character from a cheap romantic novel, but Lee's father? I have Tuesday, Wednesday off, so I'll be up late tomorrow. Well, I'm off Monday night and Tuesday night. I do have training Tuesday, so I'll be on a little bit later in the evening that day, so if you happen to be around, hit me up, we'll do something. You picture Lee that night throwing pebbles from the shore while telling you everything about his father's teachings. All that frustration. Is that the night you got pregnant? You'd both been drinking. So you're both bad for each other. You both got fucking drunk and pissy with each other. He's got fucking daddy issues. You're worried about, trying to stay pretty or using your other lips to stay fucking muscular. She's a sloot. That's what she is. She's a dirty sloot. Suddenly, you find it difficult to breathe. The interior of the car feels like it's getting smaller and smaller. You need some air. Say hi or don't say anything. Well, you're kind of a bitch, so don't say anything. You close the door slowly. You know what Lee is like with his new car, and breathe in the cool night air. Victoria? Vic, this is Holt. Holt? Victoria. You guys are about to have a threesome. It's the 60s. Hello. You respond to the greeting, but they don't seem to care that much. Be right back, Vic. You see them walk away with a box they took out of the trunk. He's a drug runner! And from the effort Holt's putting in, it seems heavy. It's cocaine. What's inside the box? Oh, what's in the box? Oh. You're not stupid. You know that Lee has some business on the side beyond his work as an intern at the university. If you've never seen the movie Seven, go check it out. You'll understand. You'll know what's in the box. You heard some rumors, and you have your suspicions. However, you never did too much digging. She did gold digging. You prefer to keep it a mystery, something to make Lee a little more interesting. Now, don't let any of this think that I hate on women. It's not. She's just acting like a very bad lady. You light a cigarette. And it's the 60s, okay, she would be smoking while she's pregnant. The studies haven't come out yet. Would Lee be a good father? And the question that you still haven't had the courage to ask. Would you be a good mother? Having kids changes people. The clicks repeat at irregular intervals. Small moths approach the light to get electrocuted. Was that love, Victoria? You laugh and shake your head from side to side. Think of all the manuscripts you've torn up. Tried poetry, drawing. History seemed like an obvious choice. You don't need any talent to be a historian. Hello? The man talks to himself while holding something in his hand. Have you seen any winged creatures flying over the area yet? For a moment, you think he's asking some kind of tricky question, and you remain silent. However, something about him tells you that he's genuinely asking. You look at the man bathed in the shine of the streetlight, and the scene fascinates. Surreal, some of your old friends would have said, the ones that organized poetry nights and read L'Autrement. Excuse me, you are... Oh, yes, sorry. Hill. Lou Hill. He needs a little bit of Monica in his life. A little bit of Erica by his side. Writer. Victoria Greenberry. History student. Winged creatures, Mr. Hill? Lou, please. Can I call you Victoria? You nod. They're about to do it. And her fucking boyfriend. This is how the pornos start out. The guy leaves to go do some business. Another guy comes in. They get inside the Mustang. They do things. Then the other guy comes back out. And he's like, what the hell? And then he joins in. And then the guy that took the box with the... if you got to watch the movie 7, I'm not going to tell you what it is, with what's inside the box, and they come out, and then they all just have a grand old time. I'm looking into about a dozen reports, Victoria. Numerous witnesses claim to have seen human-sized winged creatures flying over the area. Jules? Lou smiles, but the smile doesn't last long on his face. Look there, at the top of the trees. It won't take you long to find one. You aim at the area Lou just told you. Everything's blurry, so you decide to adjust the binoculars. Adjust the diopter. Move it right. Move the diopter to the right, and notice the change in your left eye. Oh, move left. Move the diopter to the left, and notice the change in your left eye. Move left. Diopter again to the left, and change. Left again. Okay. Back. Adjust the focusing wheel. Move right. Sharpen the image. Move to the right. Cannot rotate further. Okay. Can't focus. Try adjusting the diopter first. That's what I did! It's adjusted to compensate for some issues with my left eye. Try to adjust it to see the same with both eyes, then focus. Alright, adjust the diopter. Move right. The diopter to the right, and notice the change in your left eye. Oh! Oh! Okay, nope. Move it back again. Okay. What the fuck? There you go. Ugh. This is fucking ridiculous. Come on. There you go. What the? First sighting. It was just a second, but you think you saw something. Was it suggestion? I don't think they're angels, Victoria. But before I tell you my theory, I need your help. You draw in this notebook what you just saw? At any other time, you'd have refused with some witty comment, but there's something about Lou Hill that invites you to play along. You wonder if the fact that he presented himself as a writer had something to do with it. I want to draw the body. Draw the legs. Owl head, huge owl head, alien-like head. Give Lou the... Before giving it back, you write some notes further describing what you saw. Lou hadn't asked for them, but somehow they make you feel less anxious. You never felt confident about your work. Lou looks at the notebook for a few seconds that feel too long. Think about that time you showed your sketches to your art teacher and how he embarrassed you in front of the rest of the class. Motherfucker. What? Sorry. I was talking to myself. You can't help but blush. Victoria! For once, you're glad to hear Lee's voice. All good? Although he seems to be talking to you, Lee keeps staring at Lou. Lilu! Multipass. Lou Hill. Writer. Lou holds out his hand. Lee Miller. Historian. Lee walks over and puts his arms around you, his back to Lou. You know he must have been annoyed that Lou introduced himself as a writer. Although it's hard for you to admit it, you like to be hugged. You feel safe. Think you would also feel safe in your grandmother's arms, or in the arms of any of the other stronger women in your family. But the heat of Lee's body, the hardness of his muscles. You remember all those biologicist arguments. All of those biological arguments you hate so much, and you can't help but smile. It's like you're cheating when nobody's looking. Come on, Vic. Let's see the surprise. Close your eyes. Yeah, close your eyes. Good. You close your eyes and let Lee guide you. Now, open them. Ta-da! So, what do you think? A romantic dinner for two under the same meteor shower that amazed our ancestors? You instinctively put your hands to your belly, and when you realize it, quickly put it in your pocket. You look at the dog tied to the post. The dog growls into the dark. Spooky. Bolt again? Okay. You've known Lou for a few months now. The first time you talked to him was at the Moose. Remember, the Moose was the bar that the men in black were asking about. Lou was looking for information about some unusual lights in the sky. Nobody would talk to him. Before going to the restroom, you went over to his table and suggested he buys people a drink first. When you got back, Lou was already talking to Rick and Stella, their tongues sufficiently loosened. Lou raised his glass in your direction and smiled. Kind of like he does this. He does. Go back to the Winchester and I'll have a nice pint. Wait for everything to blow over. Although it wasn't you who gave him the nickname, you still feel a little guilty. Since that night, most locals refer to him as Lou Refill Hill. What do you recall about the encounter with these men in black? You smile. What does he mean? It had only been a week. You think about how to answer. You know, Lou, he loves asking questions. So you're going to tell him one thing and one thing only. No follow-up questions. Tell him about your grandma's legs. Tell him about how one of them bit a card. Tell him about the dream about your grandma. Tell him about the card bite, because that was kind of awkward. No. Tell him about your grandma. The men in black seemed interested in the dream I had about my grandma. Lou listens carefully. You talk about the dream, omitting some details. You don't tell him anything about the stitches in your head. You know if you did, he'd keep asking you questions all night. Lou remains pensive. Before he even opens his mouth, you try to change the subject. Red or black? What? Card. Red. Turn over the card. It's red. Good. It's the solitaire my grandma taught me. No one could ever win it. Lou suddenly seems interested. And how do you play? Explain it. Rules are simple. But winning? There's a reason why it's called the Impossible Solitaire. Let me show you. Ooh, that's a bingo! The objective is to move every card from the board to the discard pile. You can move any card whose rank is one higher or one lower than the topmost card in the discard pile. You can move any card whose rank is one higher or one lower than the topmost card in the discard pile. Let's say there's a 5 in the discard pile. You can either place a 4 or a 6 on top of it. Okay, I get it. Okay. And remember that if there's a king in the discard pile, you can place an ace. Ace comes after king, and the opposite is also true. So, 28 cards to move. Seems easy enough, right? Alright. Select a card. Oh boy. Oh, 4. And then Select a card. Oh, this is tedious. Okay. Card. 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 Four. Okay. Select right to the right. Right. Card of the discard pile. Select a card. Card. Move to the right. Select card discard pile. This is kind of nuts. Select a card. Alright. Turn over a card from the stock. When you're stuck, you can turn over a card from the stock to the discard pile. But to turn it over, you need to make a bet first. Black or red, which one's gonna be? Lose the bet, and you lose the game. Ooh, okay, interesting. Son of a bitch is almost unwinnable. I'm gonna bet black. Ah! Oh, for fuck's sake. That would have been my reaction, too. Ugh. I guess we have to fucking proceed in order to fucking do this. So, please feel free to fast forward to the portion in the video where you see that I have completed this. Fucking hell. Okay, yeah, leave game. You hear barking from the back of the station. Trent. When they brought him in, they told me his name was Chase. Fuck it, it's Trent for me. You know Trent, right? From the Moose? Tall, prominent belly, and a scar parallel to the growth of his beard. You laugh heartily. Lou Hill might be a bit of a pain in the ass, but no one could deny that he was good with descriptions. Think about the books he's given you. He signed it and everything. Where did you leave it? I call him Trent because he barks like Trent on open mic Tuesdays. Come on, let's go to the garage. See the machine gun. Victoria again, wow, okay. So is this his idea of a special date? Looking at shooting stars while holding your hand? Telling you his plans for the end of the semester? Can't stop thinking about the raw strength of the hug from a minute ago. Or how he scared the coyotes away by yelling and throwing stones at them. Think about your friend May. All those dark fantasies she told you about. I told this fucking lady that she just wants the dick. But holding hands like this, smiling and talking and looking into each other's eyes, feels like giving up, doesn't it? That's all she wants. You know you're to blame, too. Aren't you playing the perfect girlfriend role? Don't you make eyes at him? Don't you say love whenever you call him? So this is it, Victoria? Is this what you want for the rest of your life? Why don't you make up your mind just for once? Think of May again. Those women she'd claimed to know who could solve your situation using a coat hanger. Oh, You wouldn't be the first or the last. The dog barks like a maniac, and you appreciate the distraction. A mixture of guilt, anguish, and apathy takes over you. And now what? Why is he looking at you? He's an alternate! Go look that up. Why doesn't he say anything? Has he asked you a question? Answer anything. Oh. What? The doors, Victoria. Can you tell me you're not excited? You just smile. Smiling sometimes works. Freddie told me they're about to release their first album, and it seems they'll be playing in New York. And it does work. He keeps talking like nothing happened. Conversations in real life are nothing like those from books. Real life conversations are full of contradictions, twists and turns, repeated ideas. Are we going to see them live again then? Even though you try, you gradually stop listening. Hesitancy returns, and all those questions, and the fucking dog won't stop barking. What had been a distraction is now driving you crazy. This fucking lady, she, like... Man, Lee, you just gotta cut ties, dude. You gotta go. Find yourself a woman who actually gives a shit and appreciates what you're trying to do for her. What the hell is wrong with him? And she fucking hates dogs! Shooting fucking... Why don't you make a wish, Victoria? How about going home, covering your head with a pillow, and sleeping for 18 hours straight? You feel like crying and try to calm down. Those eyes. That creature you thought you saw in the treetops with loose binoculars. Had it been real? Not just your imagination? Looking at the stars. Huh? Vic! You know what? I'm tired of it already. Exhausted. I've been trying and trying for more than 10 minutes. Can you tell me what's wrong with you? You stay silent. Need to think. Lee's right. It's not fair to either of you. So much noise, it's impossible for you to concentrate. You know they're all excuses, though. Winged monsters don't exist. It's just your brain desperately trying not to focus on what's important. A sudden scream chills your blood. Oh no, did it get Trent? A chase, and silence takes over everything. Until it wasn't. Alright. We're at chapter 5. We're going to go ahead and save. And we are going to save the rest for next time. That's probably going to do it for me for today. I'm going to call it a little bit early. I'm kind of feeling my age upon me. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this pending story that's coming up. Check out the Mothman 1966. It's on Steam. Came out. It was about $8. Just dropped today. Especially if you're into the old urban legends and all the different area specific creatures, especially Bigfoot. That's another game we're going to get into. Is we're going to go hunt Bigfoot. Try to rope some of our friends into that. And yeah. So go ahead and let me know what you thought. If you want to see more, hit me up on Twitter. Go ahead and send me a message on there. You can do it direct, or you don't have to just leave a message on there. Head over to YouTube. I'm going to upload this to YouTube, see if we can't get some traction going on this game. And let me know your thoughts about the whole Victoria Lee thing. So far, I just absolutely do not like Victoria. She is a nasty little bitch, and he is trying to do nice things for her. But we don't really know too much about him in the back either. Could be selling drugs, could be selling guns. That's probably what it was gun parts in the back of that box, maybe. I don't know. Go watch the movie Seven. Let me know. So, um, share all of my share the video, share me with your friends. Go ahead and comment on the video after if it's uploaded, and let me know what you think. What do you think's about to happen? You all take care. I will see you all tomorrow for some Phasmophobia.